Hello and welcome everybody once again to Mech Warrior Online, the Supersmacky edition. I'm your host, Supersmacky, and today I'm going to be taking out the Rifleman Legend Killer. This is one of my favorite mechs. I generally have very good rounds with it, good matches. I know some people don't like it or can't get used to it, but it just really suits me very well. Um, uh, I, I, it's not necessarily a frontline mech, although I do tend to get out on the point, but it does rake in some damage. I'll just show you real quick what the loadout is like on it. This is pretty standard. I may have adjusted the engine size, but I run an XL255 because it gives me some decent speed, lightens it up a little bit. You know, some people are a little apprehensive about running XLs, but the trade-off for the speed that I get and the damage potential because of the weapons I can mount makes it worthwhile. I carry two LBX-10s, and as you can see, 6 tons of ammunition. Probably a little bit of overkill, but again, I tend to start cranking out the damage once I start firing. I have 6 medium lasers, and part of the reason I carry so much ammo, I'll show you here, is the LB10X cooldown is a plus 10%. I use that in conjunction with my modules, which I'll put on right now. My LB10X cooldown, which gives me another 12% off of that. My medium laser range. And I usually will carry the seismic sensor and the radar deprivation. Uh, Again, this is just, it works really well. Excuse me while I say that. It works really well. I also wanted to point out it has also this minus 10% spread, which means it's a much tighter group. It comes with a base cooldown, ballistic cooldown of plus 15%. So you have 25 there plus another 12%. So that's my 37, plus I have it deleted, so we now have an additional 5%, I believe, on that. And so it pretty much just cranks out. I do have to watch the heat on there. I do only have a 1.2 heat management, so it runs a little bit hot. I could trade off a couple of the medium lasers to get a little more cooling efficiency, but in the instance that I do run out of ammunition, I want to have some sort of backup weapon. Also, I can get my arms shut off, and I need to have something to be able to continue to fight with. So, without any further delay, let's go ahead and see if we can get a match. Now, it is a time of day where sometimes the matches aren't the best. There are certain times of day, especially here in the East Coast of the United States, uh, younger people are getting home, and they're jumping into the game before they go on to their homework or whatever else they have to do, or maybe, well, enough about that. You just get a certain crowd in at this time of day that isn't necessarily here to have a good time, or if they are, it's by really weird standards. But enough of that. We've got a match, and we'll drop it in right now. And for those of you that watched my previous video and have come back for this one, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I do enjoy this game. I will spend hours on it and have spent probably more money than my chief financial officer would have liked, but she's very gracious in that regard. Have to wait for the match to actually load in here. Okay. Usually like to wait till we have almost everybody in before I say hi or give my normal greeting here. For those that don't know, GL, HF, good luck, have fun. Because, you know, having fun is really what it's about. I find it makes for things much more enjoyable, gets me in a good frame of mind, can walk away better from it.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Now, some people will say they don't necessarily like the LBXs because of the spread. That's true. And at distance, you're not really getting great effectiveness with it. That all said, once you get up close, you're essentially hitting them with an AC-10, but at a AC. Excuse me. You're essentially hitting them with an AC-20, but at an AC-10 firing rate, actually better than an AC-10 firing rate. And the little shots, little flechettes, or whatever you want to call them, from the LBs are crit seekers, meaning that there is a multiplier there for them to produce damage if you're hitting an internal component, an open component. Another thing I notice is that if a lot of players I run into, if they allow me to get in a couple shots, I generally have started stripping their armor off, and at that point, it's just a matter of a few more shots before they're losing components or dying. Okay, I'm going thermal here. My range is not that long. I can go night vision, but the range here is not that long, so... And that little flash you saw means somebody spotted me. Somebody from the enemy side spotted me.
Please lock targets for support. I am here to support you.
I'm getting flashes from somewhere.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
I like to get here. Part of the reason I like to get here is because I can
UAV activated.
I can see that island over there. Okay, we've got people right up against the building here, which is good because it's right inside my effective range.
New target acquired.
Another tangle with him. He's really far out, although he shot somebody. Okay, they're right up against the edge of the citadel here, G6. Looks like they're going to push around the island side.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. Heat level critical. Target
That was good.
Heat level critical.
Like I said, it does get hot. Which is okay. Somebody's going to cross over there. Hopefully they push out from behind that. Maybe not, but...
New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
We need help over here in H7.
Walk
H6
up
has got
here.
about 3 of them coming up.
New target acquired.
You tell there's still a bunch on the
New
corner.
target acquired.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was there.
Heat level critical.
Oh, wrong time to shut down.
Critical
Okay,
damage.
good. That saved me.
New target acquired.
Pretty heavy, Big Six.
Critical. Target destroyed.
There we
Come
go.
on, people, get off the fucking citadel and come help.
I'm going to get out of that line of sight because if I stay there, I'm just going to die.
New target acquired.
Push around this way. Well, we've got him on the run now.
Target acquired.
Here we go.
Keep target locked.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Oh man, I'm dead. Delta's out in the open though.
New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
Big Kilo
Level critical.
in the open.
As you
Oh,
can
man,
see,
I
the match is
survived it.
going
That's
pretty
crazy.
good.
There's one back in G7. G6. There you go. 8-6 behind you.
Right arm destroyed. Medium base destroyed. Right torso critical damage. LB tank destroyed. Target destroyed.
And there we go. I got a little more wreck than I wanted to. As you see, one of my arms got blown off. Didn't lose my torso, thank goodness. Should have realized that was an enemy on the backside of that the citadel there. But I got a killing blow. Two kills, most damage, 695 damage, which is not bad. A few other things. Got a little sidetracked. Probably should have been a little more focused. But if you look at that, top damage in the match, excuse me, and we'll go ahead and drop out of there. And coming out of the game. Now, one thing I will say is you heard some people complain about nobody was getting off the Citadel and helping. But the fact is, where we were in the Citadel was actually pinning the enemy. You saw the one guy that was on the island. I was waiting for him to push forward into the open so that I could get a shot on him. He never did. So he wasn't advancing. The only thing that advanced was some lights, and they got dealt with, lights and mediums. Everything else was stuck in and around the Citadel as far as the enemy was concerned. The one Kodiak that was up top fell off. He was down there with another one. There was a Direwell down there. He was minimally effective. He stood out there, tanked a little bit of damage, then got his shoulder blown off, died soon after. There's another Kodiak walked around with a cicada in support. I didn't see where the cicada ended up, but obviously he died. But that Kodiak died as well. So we held a lot of tonnage up there at the Citadel just because of that positioning. They couldn't walk around without getting shot down on, and they couldn't get the rest of their tonnage back up on the platform. Plus, by the time I had my little encounter with there, we had more people up there. Even if I had gone down, there would have been more support. And as you saw, the match ended up being a 12-4. Really strong match. Pretty good showing by everybody on the team with very few exceptions. Match ended up being much better than I expected. So, anyway, that is my Legend Killer. I just love this mech. It does really well. It's a good short to intermediate range mech. You do have to watch, the arms and these torsos. They're If somebody's a good shot, all they've got to do is aim right in this area, and you'll lose them. The torsos are pretty big. I believe they go all the way over to here, which makes running them with an XL a little bit risky. But the trade-off in firepower is really good. I could take off a ton of ammo or two and add a heat sink or two. I just, it runs very well with the loadout that I have. I usually have a winning match and usually 500 damage or better on it. Again, not that I'm super competitive, but I like to win. I like to have good matches. I like to have good matches even if my team doesn't win. If we make a good showing, which to me a good showing is generally like a 12 to 6, 12 to 5, 12 to 7. At least you made them bleed for it. That's what I consider a good showing. If you're below that, you're pretty much getting your face punched in. Anyway, thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and share and subscribe. Please feel free to comment. Your questions and feedback are very appreciated. As always, in all your gaming, good luck and have fun. Bye-bye.